Hello children, let us continue with the story of structure of atom. Next one is Bohr's atomic model. Before Bohr's atomic model came into picture, scientists were working on two things. First, to understand the nature of electromagnetic radiation, whether it is wave-like or particle-like. And second, to understand the experimental results of atomic spectrum. We will talk about them in detail. First, we will see wave nature of electromagnetic radiation. In the mid 19th century, physicists were actively studying absorption and emission of radiation by heated objects. These are called thermal radiations. They tried to find out what the thermal radiation is made. Later, they were able to figure out that thermal radiation consists of several waves of varying wavelengths and frequencies. They are part of electromagnetic spectrum. We will talk more about electromagnetic spectrum when we study blackbody radiation. Meanwhile, a scientist named Maxwell suggested that when electrically charged particle moves under acceleration, alternating electric and magnetic fields are generated and transmitted. This transmission happens in the form of waves, known as electromagnetic waves or electromagnetic radiation. Suppose a wave is propagating along x-axis generated by oscillating charged particle. Then this wave will have two components, one propagating along z-axis and another propagating along y-axis. Along z-axis, this is oscillating electric field component, and along y-axis, this is oscillating magnetic field component. These two wave components will have equal amplitude, wavelength, frequency, and velocity. Properties of electromagnetic waves. First property, we have just seen this property. Oscillating electric and magnetic fields produced by oscillating charged particles are perpendicular to each other, and both are perpendicular to the direction of propagation of the wave. Second property, unlike sound waves or waves produced in water, electromagnetic waves do not require medium. They can move in vacuum. And in vacuum, all types of electromagnetic waves, irrespective of their wavelength, travel at the same speed, that is, speed of light. It is represented by small c. Its value is 3 into 10 to power 8 meter per second. Relation between speed of light, frequency and wavelength of wave is given by c is equal to nu lambda. Third property, there are many types of electromagnetic radiations which differ from one another in wavelength or frequency. These constitute electromagnetic spectrum. This is pictorial representation of electromagnetic waves in order of decreasing frequency or increasing wavelength. Different regions of the spectrum are identified by different names. For example, region around 10 to power 6 Hz is known as radio frequency region used for broadcasting. Region around 10 to power 10 Hz is known as microwave region used for radar. Region around 10 to power 13 Hz is known as infrared region used for heating. Region around 10 to power 15 Hz is visible light region. Region around 10 to power 16 Hz is known as ultraviolet region. This is a component of sun's radiation. Now let us understand wave characteristics. There are 6 characteristics of a wave, and they are amplitude, wavelength, frequency, time period, velocity and wave number. Let us understand them one by one. This is a wave. Its topmost 2 points A and E are called crest, and bottommost 2 points C and G are called trough. First characteristic, amplitude. It is the height of crest or depth of trough. In this figure, this is height of crest and this is depth of trough. So it is called as amplitude. It is represented by small a. Second characteristic, wavelength. It is the distance between two consecutive crests or two consecutive troughs. In this figure, A is the distance between two consecutive crests and CG is the distance between two consecutive troughs. So A is equal to CG is equal to wavelength, that is represented by lambda. From this figure, we can say that A is equal to CG is equal to OD is equal to DH is equal to BF is equal to lambda. Time period. time taken by a wave to pass through one point. Let's say D is that one point. Wave starts at O. Suppose a particle travels from O to A, then A to B, then B to C, and then C to D. So total time taken by the particle to travel from O to D will be called as time period. It is represented by capital T. Reciprocal of time period is known as frequency. That means the number of waves that pass through a point in 1 second. It is represented by nu. The relation between time period and frequency is given by T is equal to 1 upon nu, or nu is equal to 1 upon T. Velocity, distance covered by a wave in 1 second. It is represented by small c. The relation between c, nu and lambda is given by c is equal to nu lambda. Value of nu we can put from here as nu is equal to 1 by t. So c is equal to lambda by t. Wave number. It is reciprocal of the wavelength, that is number of waves present in a unit length. It is represented by nu bar. So nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda. Value of 1 by lambda we can substitute from here as 1 by lambda is equal to nu upon c. So nu bar is equal to nu upon c, or nu is equal to c nu bar. Now let us see few numericals based on the theory we have gone through. First question, the Vivid Bharati station of All India Radio, Delhi, broadcasts on a frequency of 1368 kHz. Calculate the wavelength of the electromagnetic radiation emitted by the transmitter. Which part of the electromagnetic spectrum does it belong to? Nu is given as 1368 kHz. We will change it to Hertz. So 1 kHz is equal to 10 to power 3 Hertz. We know that C is equal to nu lambda, or lambda is equal to C upon nu. C is the velocity of light. Its value is 3 into 10 to power 8 meter per second. So lambda is equal to 3 into 10 to power 8 upon 1368 into 10 to power 3. It will be in meter. So lambda comes out to be 219.3 meter, which is radio wave. Second question, the wavelength range of the visible spectrum extends from violet 400 nanometer to red 750 nanometer. Express these wavelengths in frequencies Hertz. Given 1 nanometer is equal to 10 to power minus 9 meter. We know that C is equal to nu lambda, or nu is equal to C by lambda. Let's say this is lambda 1 and this is lambda 2. So lambda 1 is given as 400 nanometer, which is 400 into 10 to power minus 9 meter. So nu 1 is equal to C upon lambda 1. Value of C is equal to 3 into 10 to power 8 meter per second. So nu 1 comes out to be 7.5 into 10 to power 14 Hertz. Similarly, we can calculate nu 2. Nu 2 is equal to C upon lambda 2. Lambda 2 is given as 750 nanometer, which is 750 into 10 to power minus 9 meter. So nu 2 comes out to be 4 into 10 to power 14 Hertz. Third question, calculate wave number and frequency of yellow radiation having wavelength 5800 angstrom. Lambda is given as 5800 angstrom. 1 angstrom is equal to 10 to power minus 10 meter. So lambda is equal to 5800 into 10 to power minus 10 meter. Part A, we have to calculate wave number. Wave number is given by nu bar, and nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda. So it is 1 upon 5800 into 10 to power minus 10. So nu bar comes out to be 1.724 into 10 to power 6 per meter. Part B, we have to calculate frequency. Frequency is given by nu, and nu is equal to C nu bar. Value of C is 3 into 10 to power 8 meter per second. So nu comes out to be 5.172 into 10 to power 14 Hertz, or per second. Fourth question, with what velocity should an alpha particle travel towards the nucleus of a copper atom to arrive at a distance of 10 to power minus 13 meter? Suppose this is copper atom and this is copper nucleus. An alpha particle is traveling towards copper nucleus with velocity v. It can reach till point B because of the strong repulsive force between positively charged alpha particle and positively charged copper nucleus. At point B, we will equate Kinetic energy of alpha particle is equal to electrostatic energy of two particle system, that is alpha particle and copper nucleus. Kinetic energy of alpha particle is given by half mv square, where m is mass of alpha particle and v is velocity of alpha particle. Electrostatic energy of two particle system is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 q2 upon r. 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 is a constant whose value is 9 into 10 to power 9 Newton meter square per coulomb square. Q1 is charge on alpha particle, that is plus 2e. Value of E is 1.6 into 10 to power minus 19 coulomb. Q2 is charge on copper nucleus, that is plus Ze. Z is atomic number of copper, that is 29. R is given as 10 to power minus 13 meter. Mass of alpha particle is 6.644 into 10 to power minus 27 kg. So after putting these values, V comes out to be 6.34 into 10 to power 6 meter per second.